Now, this verse relates not only to not to the past but to the future. If we had come to a stop and finished altogether, why should Allah have said that? So one should never try to stop Allah's hands or declare it closed, because it's a very grave crime against which God has already warned in the Holy Quran, that this was the belief of the Jewish people when they had become corrupt and had gone astray. This question can be raised here. Let's finish it to the end. That this verse which I have quoted, it speaks of Rusul. And yastafi min al-malaikati rusulun wa min al-nas. So if it is a continuous process, is it possible for God to send a prophet again? And again it will contradict, they think, some of them may think, what I have stated. Al-Quran has become Kamil. Al-Sharia has become Kamil. And we have witnessed Itmam Ni'mah. Everything is first class, beautifully complete, no change. God has promised, I will save. So why should God say this? Inna Allah yastafi min al-malaikati rusulun min al-nas. The answer to that is that all prophets of Allah, all messengers, do not bring a new law. They are not only needed for delivering a law, but they are required very often to bring the faith back to the people, which has lost them, without Sharia. You see, when the faith is lost, to bring faith back to the people without adding to the Sharia, without abstracting from the Sharia. So that is the reason why Allah says, Yastafi min al-malaikati rusul. And Rusul cannot be without Wahi. So my argument reaches the strongest point in this verse. Now to prove this, that this is the meaning, and God, as He wishes, He chooses, I remind you of Surah Al-Jumu'ah. At the end of this great declaration of Allah, that وَالَّذِي بَعَثَ فِي الْأُمِّيِّينَ رَسُولًا مِّنْهُمْ يَتْلُو عَلَيْهِمْ آيَاتِهِ وَيُزَكِّيهِمْ وَيُعَلِّمُهُمُ الْكِتَابَ وَالْحِكْمَةَ وَإِنْ كَانُوا مِنْ قَبْلُ لَفِي ضَلَالٍ مُبِينٍ. Subject is complete. Itmam al-Ni'mah, Ikmal al-Din, everything is complete. What is left? وَآخَرِينَ مِنْهُمْ. Something is left. وَآخَرِينَ مِنْهُمْ لَمَّا يَلْحَقُوا بِهِمْ وَهُوَ الْعَزِيزُ الْحَكِيمُ. Yet a sort of prophet would appear representing Muhammad Rasulullah among the Akhareen. Why? What is this? ذَلِكَ فَضْلُ اللَّهِ يُؤْتِيهِ مَن يَشَاءُ وَاللَّهُ ذُو الْفَضْلِ الْعَظِيمِ. Inna Allah yastafi min al-malaikati rusulun wa min al-nas. This is the full picture of that. Why the word rusul is used, and when Allah decides to choose, He chooses whomsoever He pleases. Nobody can stop Him. And the purpose is obviously, as we now understand, that despite Sharia, despite the Quran, despite the Sunnah, it is possible that the faith is lost in quality. It decays, it deteriorates. Even it abandons us. It is not only possible, this is a prediction of Hazrat Muhammad Rasulullah. With reference to the same verse which I have quoted. When Surah Jumu'ah was revealed, there were companions of Hazrat Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam sitting beside him. And one of them was wonder-stricken. He said, everything is completed. What is this akharina min Allah? Why should there be? Your second advent at the time of the latter day. He couldn't understand it. You know the answer? The answer was, he put his hand on the shoulder of Salman Farsi and said, Law khan al-imanu in the Thuraya لَنَالَهُ رَجُلٌ مِّنْ هَؤُلَاءِ. Shariat is complete. Sunnah is complete. Itmam Deen has happened. Iman has yet left. You can't stop Iman, you know. If you abandon it, it would abandon you. And it can happen. It has happened always like this. Many Sharia came before, and the people lost faith. So if faith is lost, the faith is lost, the best formula to rehabilitate the faith is to send someone with whom Allah speaks, to whom Allah reveals. He becomes the witness and tells the world, yes, God, there is God. I have been sent, and He speaks to me, and He shows signs at my hands. And then the people get together again. Now, this is not my answer. Imagine, this is the answer of Hazrat Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Law kana al-imanu inda thuraya lanalahu rajulun min haulai. Even if faith had abandoned and deserted the earth and gone to the Pleiades, one of them would bring it back. You see, this hadith is first of all in Bukhari. But even if it was in any other book, it has the stamp of Hazrat Muhammad Rasulullah. Nobody can deny its truth, because it answers so perfectly everything related to the question. No other man, no man who makes false hadiths can even imagine of such a thing. You see, the Holy Quran then says, ذَلِكَ فَضْلُ اللَّهِ يُؤْتِيهِ مَن يَشَاءُ. So how was this translated by Hazrat Muhammad Rasulullah? How was this explained? All the companions sitting were Arab shoulders. I mean, metaphorically, they offered Arab shoulders. There's only one who offered a non-Arab shoulder. That was Salman. So he didn't choose an Arab shoulder, being an Arab himself. Put his hand on Salman's shoulder and said, لَوْ كَانَ الْإِيمَانُ عِنْدَ الثُّرَيَّا لَنَالَهُ رَجُلٌ مِّنْ هَؤُلَاءِ. That is Ajami. And this is the explanation of the last bit of the Quran, about which the question was raised. ذَلِكَ فَضْلُ اللَّهِ يُؤْتِيهِ مَن يَشَاءُ وَاللَّهُ ذُو الْفَضْلِ الْعَظِيمِ. So the need for wahi, the proof, the logical demand for wahi, the proof from the Holy Quran, the proof of the wahi which would be revealed to prophets of Allah, but who would be completely subordinate to Hazrat Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, so complete, as if he had come again, no new one has come. This I have shown you from the Holy Quran. You are all Arabs, so to console you, let me point out that this verse does not take away the Sayadat of Arab at all, because the Ajami which is created in this verse is a perfect slave of an Arab, the Arab, Hazrat Muhammad Rasulullah. So you have the global influence. Whatever would take place in the future would take place under the Arab, Muhammad Rasulullah. So you have nothing to worry about. But you should also remember that when the others, the Ajamis, raised the question against Hazrat Muhammad Rasulullah, why this? You know what answer was? Ahum yaqsimuna rahmata rabbik. So hal antum taqsimuna rahmata rabbik? One correction. In the beginning I read rightly, Allah yastafi min al-malaikati rusulun min nas. Later on, I thought maybe it was inna Allah yastafi. So I read it. The second time it was wrong. The verse we have checked is Allah yastafi, like you recited correctly.
Yes.
Not inna Allah yastafi, but Allah yastafi min al-malaikati rusulun min nas.